In the top stories, 3 nationals among passengers in emergency water landing in Turks and Caicos. Prime Minister Drew greets New Year babies, and SKELEC officials describe 2022 as a challenging year. The details on these stories and more after the break.
We love plenty gal ting. Every day we snouting, say boom.
Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous, and I'm inviting you to be ready this carnival season with Courts Ready Cash. Get up to $20,000 cash right now. No deposit needed, and it's completely hassle-free. You will have your money in your hand in less than 24 hours. What are you waiting for? Don't miss the vibes this carnival season. It's all about Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Thinking bad, all my friend them stinking mad. We be having blinking bad. Martin call me the drinking god.
Mosoka, 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 Mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. We have more information about a plane crash and rescue on Tuesday in Turks and Caicos Islands involving a flight which departed from St. Kitts and Nevis. A social media post from the St. Christopher Area Seaports Authority confirms that an aircraft which departed the RLB International Airport for Turks and Caicos Islands on Tuesday made an emergency water landing at about 11 a.m. off Salt Cay. The post said that at about 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the 4 occupants, 3 of whom are nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis and the other from Costa Rica, were rescued by fishermen and were taken to Grand Turks for medical attention. Investigations into this emergency landing are ongoing. Prime Minister and Minister of Health Honorable Dr. Terence Drew visited the Joseph N. France General Hospital on Tuesday, bearing gifts to congratulate the mothers of the first 2 babies born within the Federation. The first 2 babies born in St. Kitts and Nevis in 2023 are both males. The Prime Minister congratulated the mothers and offered advice as he cradled and admired the babies. The 2 mothers gave birth to healthy infant boys, both over 7 pounds. Faustina Williams gave birth on New Year's Day to a baby boy weighing 7 pounds 4 ounces, and on January 2nd, Jolie Dunn gave birth to a 7 pound 8 ounce baby boy. The increase in fuel prices has been credited as one of the major challenges for the St. Kitts Electricity Company SKELEC in 2022. This was disclosed by General Manager of SKELEC, Clement Williams, during his appearance on the program Power Talk on Wednesday.
Now, 2022 was a very challenging year for SKELEC. We started off on a good foot, and for no fault of ours, fuel prices started to increase and increase and increase and increase. That did put a tremendous strain on the company as well as the fuel suppliers.
He also mentioned other challenges that plagued the company, such as generator failures and the recent island-wide blackout.
And we had 2 critical failures on the generator 4 and the generator 1, G1 and G4. Those 2 brought our capacity down significantly. For the first part of it, it forced us to do a little bit of load shedding while we did some emergency maintenance. Then right out of that, we had an explosion, a cable fault at the plant, which caused a partial outage, And then you just mentioned the blackout. The first blackout for the year happened close to the end of the year.
Williams noted that despite the challenges, the company has achieved a few key milestones, one of which includes being up to date with scheduled maintenance. He said the company has a lot on the horizon for the new year, including proposals being written to forge partnerships with the private sector and the government for projects that are in the works. After the break, 2023 MOFA Taiwan scholarship application period now open, and a new law year to open next week. Stay with us.
Here are your Horseman's Value Mart IG Radio Club New Year's specials from December 29th through January 11th. Swiss Miss Chocolate Mix, $8.99. Chobani Greek Yogurt, just $5.69. Dole Juice Blends, $12.99. Eggo Waffles, $13.99. Breyers Premium Ice Cream, $26.99. IGA and Essential Everyday Frozen Vegetables, $5.99. And now, our very low weekly value deals. IGA and Essential Everyday Cornflakes, $8.99. IGA and Essential Everyday Mac and Cheese, just $2.79. Ensure, $7.99. Soft Soap Liquid Hand Soap, $8.99. Dole Fruit Bowls, $14.99. Kraft Rail Mayonnaise, $18.99. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a Value Mart.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Welcome back. The 2023 MOFA Taiwan scholarship application period is now open. In a press release issued on Wednesday, the Ministry of Education invited anyone interested in seeking a bachelor, master, or doctoral degree conducted in Mandarin or English to apply. Among the documents that applicants should submit to the ministry are a completed application form which can be downloaded at taiwanscholarship.moe.gov.tw, a photocopy of applicant's passport or other photo IDs that prove nationality, a photocopy of the highest level diploma or certificate of equivalent educational level, and a complete grade transcript. If issued by a foreign educational institution, these documents must be authenticated by the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, and documents to certify that they have applied to an educational institution or its affiliated Mandarin training center, such as photocopies of the application fee receipt, the application form, or a note of reply or email from the educational institution. Applicants must be a high school graduate or above. The applicants must finish application procedures at the Ministry of Education before March 31st, 2023 for onward further review and forwardness to Taiwan. Incomplete documents and late applications will not be processed. Scholarship granting approvals will be made by a joint committee in Taiwan. For questions and more information about this scholarship, you can contact the embassy at 465-2421. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court will be hosting the opening of the new Law Week term next week. The High Court Registry in St. Kitts is preparing for several events associated with the observance. Among them is a special church service at the Co-Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception at East Independence Square Street at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, 10th January. According to information from the High Court, following the church service, the lawyers will make their usual procession to the High Court, which is currently being housed at the Police Training School, where the resident judge will inspect the guard of honor. This will be followed by a special sitting of the High Court, where various legal officials are expected to make presentations. The U.S. Department of State has announced an extension of the waiver for in-person interviews for certain non-immigrant visa applicants from St. Kitts and Nevis and other Caribbean countries. The announcement came as the government said it recognizes the positive impact of travel to the United States by foreign students and temporary work visa holders on the U.S. economy, and is committed to facilitating non-immigrant travel and further reducing visa wait times. The State Department said these categories of visas are temporary, agricultural and non-agricultural workers, H-2 visas, student, F&M visas, and academic exchange visas, academic J visas. The visas waivers are also extended to certain beneficiaries of approved individual petitions for non-immigrant temporary worker visas in categories including persons in specialty occupations, H-1B visas, trainee or special education visitors, H-3 visas, intra-company transferees, L visas, individuals with extraordinary ability or achievement, O visas, athletes, artists and entertainers, P visas, participants in international cultural exchange programs, Q visas, and qualifying derivatives. The extension of the in-person interview waiver for certain non-immigrant visa categories goes until December 31st, 2023. Embassies and consulates may still require an in-person interview on a case-by-case basis and dependent upon local conditions. Nevis has been named among the 23 best islands to visit in 2023 by Carib Journal. According to the online publication, quote, Nevis has always been a place that has punched above its weight, from its home as the birthplace of Alexander Hamilton to more recently the scene of a newly vibrant film industry, end quote. The article continues, quote, it's just a lovable island, from the historic charm of Charlestown to its elegant hillside inns to the impossible to resist killer bees at Sunshine's on Penny's Beach, end quote. Among the islands on the list are Saba, St. Thomas, Cayman Brac, and Martinique. Each year, Carib Journal compiles a guide to preferred travel destinations for 2023. The guide puts together a list of tiny beach-filled islands, spirited culinary destinations, burgeoning beach towns, and adventure hotspots across the region. Come up in regional news, World Braille Day observed.